Smells great, super complimented? Check. Performance? Not so much. What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style OG. And on today's video, I've got my review of YSL's La Nuit cologne. If you're new to the channel, we release a new video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and tap that notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends like Cool TO531, salute. Now, you've been watching this channel for a while. You might already know that my favorite cologne of all time is YSL La Nuit. It's been my signature scent probably for about a decade. But on the other hand, the cologne we're reviewing today, La Nuit cologne, to me is a perfect companion piece, a more darker, warmer, sensual scent. Actually, I kind of look at them as companion colognes. And I got this idea from my man Kevin Samuels watching his review a while ago. He says that YSL La Nuit is your perfect daytime and La Nuit is the nighttime companion. And I agree 100%. So what I'm gonna do today is give you a complete breakdown of this super complimented, super sexy, warm scent, let you know what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whether it'll work for you. And of course, I'm gonna have a link in the description to a couple of places you can pick this cologne up if you wanna grab a bottle. So without further ado, let's get into this review of YSL's La Nuit cologne. Now, if I was to describe this cologne to someone, I would describe it as fresh, warm, woozy, sensual, and masculine. To me, I think it's just a great blend and combination of all those descriptors. Now, of course, like I mentioned, it's a flanker of the YSL La Nuit, the classic, but a warmer, sensual, sexier version. And I have to tell you, it's one of the most, if not most complimented colognes you can grab. When you first spray it on, it opens with a nice smooth, powdery, spicy scent that's dominated by the cardamom. But as it dries down, it starts to get more woodsy, more warmer, a little more spicy. The open for me doesn't last very long, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then it starts to get that warm, sexy vibe to it. Now, the note breakdowns that I've come across have top notes of cardamom, mid notes of cedar, vetiver, and bergamot, and a base note of vetiver. It's warm, it's sexy, it's inviting. When a young lady comes in close to me when I'm wearing this one, never fails to catch her attention and garner a bunch of compliments. In fact, it may be the most complimented cologne that I have in my collection. But there are some cons to this fragrance. For one, we have to talk about the longevity. Now, fortunately for me, I'm someone that colognes tend to last a little longer than it does on other people. If you get a cologne that lasts 5-6 hours on you, usually I'm gonna get 7 to 8. Must be all the water that I'm drinking, who knows? And this one is no different. Now, I'll sometimes get a good 6 hours out of it, but most fellas I know only get 3 or 4. The performance, not so good at all. And as we talk about projection, I would say it's a mild to moderate projection. You're gonna have to get pretty close on someone to be able to smell this. But to me, that's not all bad. I like a subtle scent. I like one that you have to be close to me to really get a whiff of it. If you're looking for cologne that's gonna give you phenomenal projection, this isn't the one for you. And it's just not gonna last very long. And that's why I like to call this an intentional cologne. What I mean, this is great for a date. This is great for going to the club. A cologne that you want to smell great, but it may only last 4 or 5 hours. Now, as far as when I suggest you wear this fragrance, I think it's great for cooler weather. I'm talking about spring, fall, winter, and maybe a cool spring or summer night. The warmth and the woodiness to me doesn't really work as well when you're talking about warm or hot weather. As far as what age ranges I suggest use this, I think it's one that anybody can wear. It's mature without being too old and stuffy. I think my younger guys, all the way up to us mature fellas, definitely get some great use out of this fragrance. And did I mention, this is a cologne that's gonna give you tons and tons and tons of compliments. If you're looking for a fragrance that the ladies are gonna notice and take note of, I wouldn't hesitate to pick this one up. Very sensual, very masculine, very seductive. To me, this is one of my favorite Netflix and chill colognes. When you're cuddled up watching that movie and she's snuggling in close, this one is a winner. Now, summing it all up, my overall opinion of YSL La Nuit cologne, fantastic smell, super, super sexy, and the ladies love it. But on the other hand, performance, kinda weak. If you're looking for a projection monster, or one that's gonna last you all day, this ain't it, player. But if you want one that's gonna get in and out, get the job done, and seal the deal, I say grab it. So because of its phenomenal smell and the way it garners a bunch of compliments, I rate it high. Because of the poor performance, I'm gonna have to drop it down some. My overall score on a scale of 1 to 10 salutes, I give YSL's La Nuit Cologne 9 salutes. Okay, so there you have it. My review of YSL's La Nuit Cologne. Let me know in the comment section if this is one of your favorite fragrances or you don't rock with it at all. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. Helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap that notification bell so you don't miss any videos released every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll check you out tomorrow.